Started out as one of the few visible. Their early days were lucky to escape poverty. Why? They went to school. It is a chance that he did not take lightly, going the extra mile to further his studies locally and also abroad, and coming back to Kenya to give back to the community. Tonight, on the cabinet, we feature Samuel Losuron Poghisio, who has been credited with modernizing the ICT frame apparatus in the country, digitizing government records, and even launching the Media Council of Kenya.
Samuel Losuron Poghisio was born on 25th November 1958 in Kacheliba, West Pokot. At the time, the area belonged to a section of Kenya that was being administered from Uganda, owing to a colonial directive by the British government, which then controlled both Kenya and Uganda. Beating the odds among his peers from the Pokot community, he managed to get an education, even attending the then renowned Makerere University, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology. He would take up teaching at Chewoyet Secondary School, but resigned in 1985 to pursue a master's degree in communication at Daystar University. The perceived mistreatment by the government lasting between 1982 and 1984 in what was known as Operation Nyundo, coupled with the subsequent events, would spur Poghisio to join politics. In the 1988 general election, he vied for the Kacheliba parliamentary seat against Peter Nangole, who had stood as best man at his wedding months earlier. Nangole would win Kanu's primaries in the infamous Mlolongo system, but having failed to garner the required 70% to be declared the outright winner, repeat elections were held, in which Poghisio emerged the victor. However, it would take the intervention of the then Speaker Moses Kano to have him gazetted as Kacheliba Member of Parliament, with Nangole being initially gazetted. Poghisio's victory would take a turn for the worst after he was expelled from Kanu alongside the then Kapengura Member of Parliament Francis Lotodo. The turn of events would see him take a sabbatical and travel abroad to study for a PhD at Lincoln University in Illinois. After concluding his studies, he returned to Kenya, where Kanu approached him to vie in the 1992 multi-party elections, an offer he gradually turned down. His comeback to politics would come in 1997 when he beat his friend turned foe Nangole to the Kacheliba parliamentary seat. Over the next 5 years, he served as a member of the Parliamentary Commission and as Assistant Minister in the Education Ministry. He retained the Kacheliba parliamentary seat in the 2002 general election, despite Kanu's popularity withering following their presidential loss. He would decamp to Kalonzo Musyoka's Orange Democratic Movement Kenya, ODM Kenya, on whose ticket he once again retained the Kacheliba parliamentary seat. Kalonzo's appointment as vice president would see Poghisio land the top job in the Ministry of Information, that is, the cabinet minister. It was while in charge of this docket that he is credited with streamlining the communication sector at a time of technological growth that necessitated amending the law to capture the new realities in broadcasting and ICT needs. In the 2013 general election, Poghisio gave up his parliamentary seat as he aspired to represent Pokot West in the Senate, this time on a URP ticket, a decision that did not quite pan out the way it was initially meant to, after he lost to the eventual winner, John Lonyangapuo of Kanu. He would switch his allegiance back to Kanu in the 2017 general election, where he joined hands with Lonyangapuo, vying successfully for the senatorial seat as Lonyangapuo vied for the gubernatorial position. His selection to become Senate Majority Leader ahead of the 2022 general election was viewed as an alignment gearing up for the polls after Kanu and Jubilee signed a pre-election agreement. However, following the general election, it would all but appear like his political journey was coming to an end after he lost out to Julius Murko in the senatorial battle. For the Cabinets, I'm Richard Monga.